Hello, everyone. My name is Abstruse Origin, at least it is for now, and this channel is kind of just what you're seeing right now. It's going to be my day to day life and my thoughts, and I'll probably show footage from me doing things around in life or in my apartment, and thoughts that I have, and feelings, and all sorts of other goodies. Beyond that, I'm not really sure where this is going to go. But for now, I'm going to talk about chores and my relationship with them. Chores sometimes are very stressful. I'll put them off. I'll not, try and not think about them. I have this idea of chores. Well, I guess it's an idea that I apply to chores. And it's the stinky meat idea. And it applies to so much in life. I would like to define it as such. You have some meat. It's maybe some chicken or some steak. And you really want to cook it. But you don't really want to cook it tonight. And it's already been in your fridge for a couple days and it's probably good tomorrow. And so then tomorrow rolls around and you're like, well, I probably should have cooked it yesterday. And the truth is, it's probably not good to cook today. Or maybe it's a little iffy. I'd maybe be taking my chances. I don't think you're supposed to keep steak in your fridge for too long, maybe 3 days at most. And so you just don't want to open it. You don't want to deal with it. You might have to throw it away. Then you got to throw the trash away and it's going to be stinky. And then the next day comes and the meat is definitely bad. It's definitely stinky and you don't want to open it because it's going to make your kitchen stinky and then it's going to make your trash stinky and you got to take your trash out immediately. And then another day comes by and you're busy and it goes on and the meat, it just sits in the fridge and gets stinkier. And it's an odious task, really. The taking out of the meat and dealing with it, and it's cold and slimy, and if you're anything like me, you don't like that feeling on your hands. So the meat just gets stinkier and stinkier. It sits in your fridge until one day you do it, and holy shit, does it stink. So I don't know. It's a stinky meat thing. It just gets worse and worse the more you put it off, when in reality, it just takes 30 seconds. You dump it in the trash, spray it out with your sink, and toss it in the dishwasher, provided your dishwasher's empty. And then you wash your hands, and it takes all of 30 seconds, especially if you don't wash your hands and sing happy birthday twice, because that's insane. I don't know anyone who does that. So, another aspect of chores that I was thinking of while I was folding these clothes is how there's kind of two different ways I've related to chores. One is it's a thing that I have to do and I want to get it out of the way as soon as possible. And another thing is thinking of it as a celebration. Look how nice that couch looks when everything's put away. My laundry is in all the right spots, more or less. I need to organize my drawers still. That's a stinky meat for sure. And it just feels nicer in the apartment. That pile of clothes was there for a couple days. I worked 27 hours in the last 2 days, and well, I didn't get around to it. I needed to sleep instead. So here you'll see me taking off my shirt because it's a little warm in here, and I'm gonna go do some yoga now. Stretch out and just feel a lot better after. I like to do yoga for at least 5 minutes a day, and often more. And it's improved my life greatly in a huge amount of ways. And this is cool for me because now I'm kind of seeing myself do yoga, and I'm like, wow. It does not look at all like I imagined, and I'm actually really glad I recorded this because it's showing me a lot about this. So those are some thoughts for today, and I'm going to stop this section here and start a new segment. I'm going to finish off tonight's video with the idea of privacy and my relation to it in the last week or so. I've spent my whole life chasing privacy, not wanting to be posted on Facebook, not wanting to be known online and things like that. And now I'm finding that at a time in my life that I feel most private and most secluded from the online world, I find that paradoxically, I want nothing more than to lose some of my privacy and to post intimate things like me and being in my apartment and talking about my thoughts and feelings in life. I used to think that privacy was a goal, a destination, or more, I guess, a sort of samsara where I'm always pushing for the unattainable or near unattainable, and it would take forever to get there. And in the meantime, I'm just making do. I guess it has a lot to do with the idea of the unfinished circle, which is really popular among martial artists, etc. And now I'm finding that what I wanted wasn't privacy so much as it was control over what I made private and what I made public. And so I'm making some of these things public.